Hate to break it to you, bro, but the perfect moment doesn't exist. When I was in 10th grade, I was like 15 at the time, and one day I was eating Chinese food, I opened a fortune cookie, and it said something along the lines of this: if you wait too long for the perfect moment's gonna pass you by. Being 15 at the time, this was probably one of the deepest things I've ever heard in my life. I mean, shit, at that age, I was probably playing Halo and Call of Duty every day after school with my boy Frank. But that cookie, it really stuck with me, because around that time of my life, I really used the excuse of waiting for the perfect moment to stop myself from doing a lot of things that I was just like too scared to do. I would just say, oh, I'm waiting for the perfect moment as an excuse to keep myself in my comfort zone and stop myself from putting myself in a situation where I might get rejected or I might do something and look stupid or something like that. And I know for a fact I'm not the only one out there who's ever done that. I think it really comes down to me being a perfectionist and mad people out there being perfectionists and creating these perfect scenarios in their head of how they want their life to play out. And in reality, you can't really base your life off these scenarios in your head because life is unpredictable. You can't predict life. You never really know what's gonna happen. You could cross the street 100 times and you really couldn't tell me with 100% certainty that you're not gonna get hit by a car one of those times. Some things are just out of your control. Circumstances change, unexpected things happen, people change, people die, you could die. You can never really tell me that like, oh, the same opportunity is gonna be here tomorrow. And that's why if you really want something, you need to make that step now, even if it means you might feel uncomfortable for a bit. But the problem with most people, including myself, is we like to be in our comfort zones. Being in your comfort zone means you don't gotta worry about being hurt, you don't gotta worry about being uncomfortable, being rejected, being in situations where you're not gonna like the people around you or just like the situation you're in general. But the thing is when you're in those situations where you don't know whether it's gonna run good or bad, yeah, it's like a coin flop. It could run bad, but there is a chance that it could go good. And a lot of the times when it does go good, it feels better than just sitting in your comfort zone anyway. But you're never gonna know unless you take that step. If you sit around waiting for the perfect moment to pop up, you could be sitting around your whole life. What you gotta do is take the moment you're in. Let's say you wanna do something, take that moment you're in, hype yourself up enough and say, fuck it, I'm gonna make this moment perfect and do whatever I wanna do. You're never gonna get better as a person or grow as a person if you're sitting inside not making tough decisions. You're only gonna grow as a person when you face challenges. Granted, you're gonna take way more L's than W's, but that's really just how life goes. But you're gonna see, because after every L you take, as long as you could take a lesson away from each L you take, you're gonna see that you're gonna really grow as a person and you're gonna feel like, yo, taking L's, it really ain't shit. Cause you're gonna know that every time you fail, you're literally just practicing for when you take that big W, and that W is gonna feel way better after you take 100 L's. If you want something good to happen in your life, you should be the main driving force into making that happen. You can't sit around waiting for people to come and change your life for you, waiting for moments to come and just magically make you a different person, and waiting for those situations in your head to finally play out, because a lot of the times if you don't go out there and actually face life, by the time those magic scenarios that were in your head ever do pop up, you're not gonna really be ready to face them. So go out there, take charge of your life, go face some challenges, go take 1,000 L's, take a few W's, and really just learn from every single situation you're in, because that's really what life's about. Hopefully this video helped you out, and if it does, leave a like and a comment. Show me you care and you actually listen. That would be pretty cool. What motivated me into making this video for y'all today is even recently in my life, but even just YouTube, for example, I've been feeling like, oh, I need to wait until I have the perfect script, or I gotta have the perfect idea before I can make a video, and then I gotta get the perfect take and the perfect edits. And life really isn't about that, bro. Sometimes you just need to just do it and have fun and do the things you want to do. And you got to stop letting factors that don't even exist affect how you live. But anyways, y'all, my name is Max. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Wake up out the dust, time to get this money. So many pitfalls in my life, that shit ain't even funny. Them rainy nights had them days looking mad sunny. My clothes nice, remember when them shits was mad.